Good evening, everyone. I got a 2010 Volkswagen Touareg here. I'm doing the right front door. I'm about to take the door handle out, the molding, and the whole regulator assembly. These ones are a little bit different, actually a lot different. If you've never done one before, they can be a little confusing. So for the handle, you got to take the cover off for here, and you want to loosen off this T20. This one was quite seized. I used a fair bit of like WD-40 type stuff, sprayed all inside there to help loosen it up, and then you just kind of loosen it, tighten it, loosen it, some more, tighten it, loosen it, tighten it, and keep working it all the way back out. And it could be a bit of a pain. You can feel like it's not going to come, but if you just keep working it in and out, a few threads at a time, you should be able to get it. Once that bolt is loosened off, you got nothing to do on this top one here. That's only if there's an actual lock cylinder in, like on the driver's door. Then you got to loosen it. It's a T6 Torx inside there. So once you got this one loosened off, then you got to come in here, and you're going to want to so while you're loosening that off too, as you mentioned, you need to have the door handle like in an out position, in an open position. Once it's in the open position, that allows the locking bolt there to release the lock cylinder enough that will let go. Once the bolt is loose, you're going to have to basically put a little wedge down inside and then wiggle it out until it comes free. And then inside here, this little groove, here's the wire for the door, this guy there. Anyway, there's a little wire that sits in there, and you're just gonna have to get in here and pop it out, and that allows the door handle then to come free. And that also adjusts your tension on the handle itself. By having it further ahead, you're gonna put more tension. By having it further back, it's gonna be less tension on the handle when you're trying to pull it and unlock it. And once we got that out, I'm gonna take out that T20 up there and the gaskets, and then I gotta go in here and take out these Torx bolts, up high, down low, and then these triple square bits. I'm gonna take those out as well. After I've done that, I'm gonna take out all these T30s all the way around the panel. I've already gone ahead and disconnected the wiring. Wiring's pretty easy. You just need like a wedge tool. You want to come into the edge and just kind of press in, pull out, and that will help release those tabs there. You want to do kind of one at a time. Once you got one side off, the rest should come out. Yeah, so a couple more T30s along this edge, and then up inside here there'll be another Torx bolt like on the far side. So I'll go ahead and get all those taken out. I'm going to pull this wire right out of here, and I pulled it out this way. Because when the whole door lifts up, this will get caught on it. Once you got all that done, the whole thing should just lift right out. See? Not so bad, was it? One thing to check for before you put the door panel on and close the door for the first time, take something long and sharp and test the lock. I like to test it a few times inside and out, just to make sure everything inside is working before you close the door. Because if it's something messes up inside there and you close the door, good luck. So another thing to keep in mind on these ones, when you close the door, you want to check, make sure that your height is right, that the body lines line up, that your seal sits evenly all the way around and is sitting like in enough and back enough, and it's uniform and flush and tight. If you have an issue with how that is sitting because you took the whole thing apart, you're gonna have to go in through the hole under there and the hole in here, and those bolts that go through are adjustable. So you crack them all loose, and that way you can tip the whole thing in or move it in and out, back and forth as you need.